You guys, so I'm in the freezer, which can only mean that this story that I'm about to tell you guys is just, can you guys see my eyes? First of all, you guys see how red they are? Okay, that's from a mixture of crying and no sleep. My day has legit just been horrible. I'm so, and my mother-in-law's calling while I'm trying to record. Okay, so I'm gonna start from the beginning really quick, okay, you guys? Alright, so yesterday I came home and I took a nap, which is the worst thing possible because anytime I come home and take a nap, that means that I can't sleep throughout the night. But I was exhausted and I'm just getting over a cold or whatever it is that I have. So I took a nap, and this is the only reason why this was a bad thing. So today is Saturday, and this should go up today. This morning, Jesse and I had a yard sale, and we knew that we were going to have the yard sale on Saturday. So last night, Jesse didn't get home until maybe close to 1 because he was working all night. So I was awake that whole time. He came home. We ate dinner. I know it was super late, but I basically only ate once yesterday. And he was like, you need to eat something. So I was like, all right, fine. So we ate dinner. We went over all the signs and, you know, made sure this is going to go here, this is going to go here. Like, just making sure that we were prepared, okay? And then I was like, well, we have certain stuff to move out. And his dad and his mom were going to go on this, I don't know, it was like some, I don't know, but it was like out of the city. So his dad was like, well, you know, he's gonna have to wake up at 5 to help me move the stuff out. And so I was like, okay, well, whatever. So we knew we were gonna have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. You guys, I am not a morning person. I am not. I am so not. Anyways, not the point. Okay, so this morning, okay, so after we went over everything, we get to the room. It was probably about 2:37 or so. That was the last time that I looked at my phone, right before Jesse fell asleep. I couldn't sleep. I had a lot of trouble sleeping. And on top of that, I was sort of like zoning in and out. So basically, when I got up this morning, I got about an hour and a half of sleep. Maybe 2, but I don't think so. You guys, I literally got up, I walked outside, and I looked around, and I was like, the sun's not even up yet. Why am I awake? Why? Okay, so fast forward to all the bad stuff. So we get everything set up. Everything's good. We get a few people coming. I'm like, okay, fine. I could probably deal with this. Jesse got me a coffee, and I thought I was okay, but for some reason my anxiety kicked in a lot this morning. I don't know, maybe it was the coffee. I have no idea, but I was literally very anxious this morning. And I even told him, I was like, babe, like I can't do this. I don't want to deal with people. Like I can't do this. And he's like, it's okay, just calm down. It's probably the coffee, whatever. So everything's going good. I have a bin with makeup stuff set out there for people to buy. I have clothes. I have all this stuff out there, right? So our neighbors, they're really, really sweet. They had came over. They looked around, and the mom was looking at some of the makeup stuff, and then she was looking at the sunglasses. She bought some stuff, whatever. They went back home. Then this lady comes, and she's looking through the makeup bin, and she's like standing there for like probably a good 10 minutes, okay, looking through everything. And then finally she's like, okay, well, how much for everything? And she goes, I'll give you 30. And I was like, no. And then Jesse's like, 40? And I was like, no. And I was like, maybe 60, maybe 50. 50 definitely the least. And so this lady was like going through it again, like as if she didn't look at everything 30,000 times. And I literally have the little stickers on it, and everything's pretty much $3 or under, but except for like the palettes were like 5 or 8 or, you know, stuff like that. So this lady's going through everything. She's like, I'll take all of your makeup stuff for 50. And so I was like, you know what, fine, that's fine. Like, I was gonna get rid of it anyways. Well, while she's looking through it again, the neighbor, the mom, comes over, and you know, she's going through it too, and she picks out a few things, and then this lady's like, no, I'm buying this bin. And then she's like, oh, okay. And she's like, no, including that. Like, she was being a little rude. And the mom was like, oh, you're like, these 3 things too? Like, I can't just, she goes, are you sure, like, you want them? Like, I can just buy them. And then the lady's like, no. She's like, I'm buying everything for $50, all the makeup stuff. So, you know, I had already said yes, so I couldn't really say anything. And so the mom was like, oh, okay then, okay, I'm sorry. And she puts the stuff back in the bin, and then she goes back home. So then the lady comes over, and then she's like, well, I have to go to the bank real quick because I only have 40. And I knew that she was trying to get us to be like, oh no, okay, we'll just take 40, but I was not about to budge. So she's like, you know, where's the closest Bank of America? We looked it up. We told her. She goes, okay, I'll be right back. She leaves. 45 minutes pass by, and I keep telling Jesse, I swear to you, after 10 more minutes, I'm putting this stuff back out there. I don't think she's coming back. He goes, just wait, babe. Just be patient, blah, blah, blah. An hour passes, and she's not back. And at this point, I had a bunch of women that had come to look at all this stuff, and I'm like, I could have been selling. I could have been making money. Here's the thing with me, you guys. I honestly have the most generous heart. Like, I honestly, I really do. But unless you're like family or close friends, I don't like when people play with my money. I don't. If I know that I can be making money and you're stopping me from doing it, I get really irritated. But I'm also not the type of person that's gonna be like, oh, you owe me this, you owe me this. Like, I'm not that mean, you know? So I finally decided to put it out there, to put the makeup bag out there. Then we realized there's not a lot of people coming. And we're like, great. So now it's slowing down. And we had to stop at 12 because I had rehearsal at 1:30 for Annie. So then this couple comes, and this lady's like, hey, there's a bunch of cops over on, you know, this street over there, which is like one of the main crossroads. And she's like, you know, I don't know what's going on there, but they're blocking that road. And I'm like, okay, well, that explains why we're not getting a lot of people coming in. And then, so Jesse went to go get food real quick, and then he called me. He's like, hey, this other road is blocked too, which is the second main street that leads into our neighborhood. So I'm like, both the main roads are blocked and closed. And I was like, we're not going to get any more people coming in here. On top of that, that lady never came back, and she literally cost me sales. And so I was frustrated. Plus, it was hot because here in Arizona, it's still hot. There is no fall right now. So I was frustrated. I'm like, babe, I have to shower. I don't want to be late. And he goes, well, we have to put everything back. So we started putting everything back. And then I'm like, are you okay? He goes, well, I need help with this real quick, and then you can go shower. So I went to go shower, and I come out, and I was like, okay, I have to hurry up and get ready. So I do my makeup really fast. I leave the house at 1:37, about 1:37. And Jesse told me the freeway was closed between 83rd Ave and 51st Ave. You guys, there was so much traffic. Okay, I live on like close to 91st Ave, so I have to pass all that to get all the way to Mesa, which is like 30-45 minute drive depending on, you know, traffic. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll just get off, or I'll go on 51st because it was closed at 59th through 83rd. So I was like, I'll get on 51st Ave, it's fine. So I start driving down the street. Okay, he told me to avoid one road, which is the road that's closest to the freeway. So I was like, cool. I'm like, oh, sorry guys, I feel like there's a spider in the corner, but I really don't want to find out. So I'm like, okay, fine. So I take the other road that's right before that street, before the freeway. And all of a sudden, stop. And I'm looking around like, why? Why are we stopped right now? Because all the way in front where the street light is, there's police officers leading a funeral on the opposite side of the street. But they wanted to block the entire street so that that funeral could pass by. So I'm like, okay, I was like, Jesus, I need to get through this day. I'm going off of less than 2 hours of sleep. I am frustrated. I'm just like, I'm in a rush. I need to go. Sorry if you guys could probably see all my puppies behind me. They're not all mine, but anyways, I get distracted. So, okay, fine. That passes. And I decide to turn on 51st Ave. Everything was good. It was going fast. Right before we get to that street that's before the freeway, stops again. And I'm like, why? And on top of that, I was stuck in there for 30 minutes. I couldn't get off. I couldn't turn around. I couldn't take a different street. I like called Jesse. I'm like, you need to leave for work now, but you need to go down a different street. And I was stuck. So I'm like, okay, at this point, I'm going to be late for rehearsal. By the time I got to the freeway, you guys, it was probably already like 1:40. And I'm like, I left about an hour early on purpose so that I could get to rehearsal on time. Didn't happen. So fine, fast forward, got to rehearsal. I got to rehearsal about 2:07 because you have to sign in when you get to rehearsal. So I got to rehearsal at 2:07. I messed up the choreography a couple times. The director pointed it out and he was just joking around, but I think because I was irritated, I just wasn't in the mood. So after rehearsal was done, I was like, okay, fine, I'm gonna follow my friend because I really hate taking the freeways and I'm not familiar with the freeways in the Mesa area. So coming home, I was following him. Well, I almost hit this car. Okay, I did. It was my fault. I was merging. The car was in my blind spot and I didn't turn around to look. And so I almost hit the car, but I like moved back. The lady passes by me and flips me off. And her mother, I'm going to assume it's her mother or her grandmother, was sitting right next to her. And I was just like, I'm sorry. Like, I honestly, I was sorry. But I get it, you know, you're frustrated because I almost hit you. So, okay, fine. Let it slide. So then I start coming home. And the closer I get to home, I saw signs that said the exit for 51st Ave is or 59th Ave is closed. And I'm like, that's fine because I don't take 59th Ave, I take 83rd. But on the exit for 67th, it was closed. The exit for 75th, closed. Well, they weren't closed, but they were packed because like it was lines of cars trying to exit. I get to 83rd Ave and I'm like, okay, well, we're good. You know, no one's exiting on 83rd. Halfway up the ramp, traffic stops. Again, you guys, I was literally texting my best friend, texting my husband. I was just like, I'm so pissed off. I'm not home. Again, I'm stuck in traffic. I'm stuck in this line. I have no idea why it's even stuck to begin with. But the closer I get, I start seeing cops. So I'm like, okay. Even worse, the cops were on the side that I needed to go. I had to turn right. The cops had that entire road blocked off. I still had no idea why. I got closer and I saw that there was a van flipped over. So then I was like, okay, well, I can't be mad at that. Like, you know, I was just praying that everybody was okay. But it still added to my frustration. So I decided to merge because I can't turn right. So I'm going to have to turn left. And so I wanted to get into the middle section so I could turn left. There was a semi next to me. And the car in front of me, so the semi like stopped so the car in front of me can get over. Okay, then I start to get over and the semi almost hit me. The semi almost hit me and the cop was right there and I was just like, it's okay, I almost died 3 times today, no big deal. So then the cop is signaling for traffic to go either left or straight. There was a truck in front of me and the truck wanted to turn right. And the cop is like, no, left or straight. And the truck wanted to turn right. It was very adamant about wanting to turn right. And I'm just like, dude, the road is blocked off. Left or straight. Choose one. Didn't want to move. So I merged into the left lane. Okay, fine. I have to take a different street to get home. No big deal. So, I know this is a long story. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm trying to hurry up. So I start driving and I'm getting ready to turn right onto 91st Ave because that's going to lead to my neighborhood. So I start to turn right, have the green light. This guy decides that right when I'm about to turn right, he wants to pass a red light. He almost hits me. You guys, he almost hit me. And at this point, I'm on the verge of tears, okay? Because I'm like, I am being attacked left and right. Nothing is going right today. I am frustrated. I am very emotional. Like, I'm getting emotional right now about it. I could not. Okay? The car almost hit me. And so, like, I stopped. And everyone else is, like, you know, obviously looking and stuff. And I was just like, turn right. I'm like, I'm almost home. I was supposed to pick up food because Jesse's going to be getting out late again. And so we're not going to be able to eat together. So I was like, I was going to go get food. Traffic, more traffic, even more traffic. And I was just like, I just want to go home. At this point, I just want to go home and I want to sleep. So I was like, I'm going to stop by, get the mail, go home. I'll order in a pizza at this point because I just don't want to be out here driving anymore. Clearly, all these signs are saying, Selena, get your butt to bed. So I get home. I'm finally home, okay? Finally home. I turn off my car. I grab the mail. Go to open my door. My door handle broke. My door handle is literally sticking its tongue at me. And I opened it normal, you guys. I wasn't that frustrated that I was like, no, I was literally like, okay, mail, purse, open door. Why is my door not opening? I video call my best friend and I was just so mad. And he's like, well, are you finally home? I was like, I barely got here. He goes, okay. He's like, go take a nap. And I was like, no. And I point the phone down at my door. He goes, are you serious? You guys, I started crying. He's like, no. He goes, you just need to sleep. Roll down your window. Open it from the outside. And I was like, that's not the point. That is not the point here. So I was like, I have to go. I have to call Jesse. I called Jesse. I show him the same thing. He's like, it's okay, baby. He's like, it's gonna be okay. Just go order your pizza. Everything's gonna be good. I call my sister to vent. Oh no, before this, rewind. I ordered my pizza, okay? And I was waiting for the email confirmation. I didn't get it. And I kept refreshing, didn't get it. Refreshing, didn't get it. Refreshing, didn't get it. I could not figure out why. My email, okay, well, my email has my maiden name in it. So the name I had before I got married, it has it in the email, right? I realized I didn't use that one. I used the name I have now. So I put in the wrong email. I'm like, whatever. I don't care at this point. Like, I put in the right address. I know that for sure. So I'm like, I'm just going to wait for my pizza. I'm going to call my sister. I'm going to vent. I call my sister and I'm venting. And then eventually my pizza comes. And I go to the room. And I'm just like, I'm going to eat my pizza. I don't care. But right before this, okay, Facebook has secret groups or whatever. And so for the show I'm in, we have one. The one time they posted a picture of me, okay, in the group, you guys, my lonjas were out everywhere. Before I left the house, I had just thrown on some sweatpants and threw on a t-shirt, and usually I always check before I leave, okay, to make sure everything looks good, nothing looks lumpy, because no one wants to look lumpy. You guys, Jesse was in the bathroom when I left. I didn't have time to check in the mirror. I had no idea what I looked like. I looked like freaking Frosty the Snowman and all his lumps, you guys. I'm like, the one time they decided to take a picture and post it and I'm in it, that's literally all I saw. And I was just so mad. And on top of that, I'm like, and I'm about to eat pizza. Should I really be eating pizza? I'm like, you know what? After the day I had, I don't care. Pizza gets here, take it to the room. I'm still talking to my sister, okay? And at this point, I'm like, I love pizza. Like, that's just, everyone knows that. And I'm like, you know, that can't do me wrong, right? I open the pizza. They put pineapple on half of my pizza. Half of my pizza had pineapple. I am not a pineapple pizza eater. That pineapple doesn't go. Anyways, I vented. I had to get it out there because I swear to you guys, it's days like these that make me truly appreciate all my good days. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. I was just like, how is this happening to me right now? And pizza. Of all things, you ruined pizza. I don't know. I'm done with today. I'm literally gonna wait for my in-laws to come home, tell them the story, and then probably just go to sleep, because Saturday, I ain't dealing with you no more. I'm done. Leave down in the comments below how your guys' day is going, because I hope it's going a lot better than mine. To be honest, I hope you guys are having an amazing weekend. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. That's hopefully not a bad story time video, because, yeah.